you're feeling an overwhelming urge to eat whilst in lockdown, I think everybody's feeling like this. Hypnotherapist Paul McKenna is here to help you stop reaching for the snack drawer. Morning to you. I saw online this morning people were saying, instead of waking up and staying in your pyjamas, put your bikini on and then you will stop snacking all day long. And I thought, actually, that is genius. However, if we're not brave enough to do that, you've got some other solutions for us.
Why do we snack?
Well, it's a great question because of the fear. There's a lot of uncertainty at the moment, and always in the studies that comes out as being one of the things people most dislike. And so people are changing the way they feel. I mean, pretty much everyone in the world changes their feelings by external means: drinking, drug taking, gambling, sex, shopping, television, and the world's drug of choice, food, particularly sugar. And so it's understandable in times of uncertainty. People are sitting around, they're bored, or they feel a bit anxious because they don't know what's happening. It's comforting.
You're like, I'm going to treat myself, make myself feel better. I deserve this because I've had a horrible day.
And by the way, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But if we're doing it to excess, then people beat themselves up because they go, oh, I'm gaining weight. And so it becomes a self-reinforcing cycle.
Right, okay.
And the thing is that, I mean, I suppose it depends on your makeup, your psyche, what you want to achieve out of this. Because I was talking to someone yesterday and saying that at the end of these 3 months, they said to me, what do you want? And I said, abs. So, you know, I'm exercising now. I've decided I'm not buying treats. If I can't buy treats, I can't eat treats. You're different because you've got a family.
Kids. I know you've got kids and they want to, you want to be able to give them something, so it's just there.
But you could achieve, at the end of this 3 months, you could actually achieve something.
Yes, and you know, I think that's a really interesting thing you said there, because rather than go, oh, I'm stuck in for 3 months, you've looked at it, this is very glass half full. You've gone, hey, what can I achieve? And you've given yourself a goal, because at the moment, people don't have routine, or their routines are disrupted. And as I was saying, the uncertainty is something that makes people feel anxious. So when you have a routine, even if it's like, for me, it's walking the dog for an hour in the park, or, you know, it'll be reading, or it'll be, you know, recording a podcast. So I actually decided I would create a new routine so that I don't just sit around and watch TV and eat fast food.
Yeah, so, OK, you've got some sort of top tips here to stop snacking.
I have, yes. I mean, basically, I say to people, when you're hungry, go eat. Now, I will put this caveat in, that's really hungry, genuine hunger, because emotional hunger comes on suddenly, whereas real hunger comes on gradually. We go, oh, it's lunchtime in an hour, maybe I'll have this. The emotional hunger is, oh, I feel bored, or I'm frustrated, or I'm anxious. I know, I'll go to the fridge, it's cheese or it's chocolate, whatever. And so if you're feeling emotionally hungry, I'll show you something in a moment that could be of help. The other thing is eat what you want, not what you think you should, because as soon as you make a food forbidden, it becomes all you can think about. All the people I know that are naturally thin, they eat chocolate chips, pizza, cheese, they just don't eat it to excess. And then the third, and this is really the most important thing, is whenever you eat consciously. Now, what that means is you focus on the food and nothing else. So if you watch TV and eat, you will eat more. That's the research overwhelmingly shows us that. If you're online or reading a magazine, you eat more. So if you focus on the food, and by the way, sometimes people are overweight, they think about food all day long, except when they're eating it, then they shovel it in fast. People who eat consciously, what they do is they cut a bit of food, put it in the mouth, they put the knife and fork down, and they chew it slowly, right? And when you do that, you can then hear the signal from your stomach that says you're full, so it's easier to stop. Because when you're shoveling food in really fast, you flood your brain with serotonin, with endorphins, and what happens is then you anaesthetise yourself to the fact you've overeaten. So it's really simple. When you're genuinely hungry, eat what you want, not what you think you should. Eat consciously, and then when you think you're full, suspect you're full, stop.
OK, and what about those cravings, though? Well,
OK, let me ask you now, neither of you need to lose weight, but is there a food you're out of control around?
Yeah, chocolate. I mean, if it's there, it's going in. OK,
so the chocolate's in charge and not you when you see the chocolate. So, OK, shall we do a quick thought experiment? This will take less than 60 seconds, right?
Oh, my God, if you do this, this will be a miracle,
OK,
McKenna.
all right, OK, here we go. Now, when you think about the chocolate that you really are out of control around, Holly, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong is the desire for it?
I mean, 10.
10, right. So you've got a compulsion at 10. Now, what we need is a repulsion, so I need you to think about a food, not that you just don't like, a food that you feel revolted by.
Tin tuna.
Tin tuna, fantastic.
Yeah.
Now,
cat food.
Here's the experiment. If you can, just close your eyes for a second and imagine biting into that chocolate that you love, but as you bite into it, the tuna's in the side. So you've got chocolate and tuna, and then this is the magic, swallow it.
OK.
Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, where's the desire for the chocolate?
I can't swallow it, that's so... That's so weird, that's so weird.
Yeah.
OK. So that's what I've got to think of when I go near the cupboard.
OK, so look, if you look at the chocolate, I want to demolish the whole bar, the chocolate's in charge. So what you do is, because you've got a compulsion, you think of a repulsion, and, I mean, I like tin tuna, but if I think about biting into chocolate and tin tuna, I get a yuck feeling.
Yeah.
What happens is the repulsion cancels the compulsion, and it's an even playing field. So when you look at chocolate in future, you'll be able to take it or leave it.
So anyone watching this can do that with their own versions of whatever it is that
Absolutely.
they've got a compulsion
And some people
and
go,
repulsion.
Yeah, you know, some people go, oh, well, I eat everything, so there's nothing I'm revolted by. Then go with something like hair from the barbershop floor, you know,
Oh my God.
and mix that with the thing. I'm sorry. But if you want to take back control of your eating rather than it be automated, that's how you do it.
Does it work for a glass of wine of an evening?
Why would you want it to? Stop!
I'm just saying, because the other thing is, I think people are, you know, people are sort of going, oh, well, you know, I'll just have a... I think people are drinking a little bit more.
Well, maybe too much, but everything in moderation. You don't
does it work
have to
for that?
finish a bottle. You can have a little glass.
Yes, in fact, you could do it. You could use it for this. So you could mix the wine with something that you don't like. The only thing is, if you overdo it, then you won't drink the wine ever again.
Yeah, that's no good, is it?
That's right. So it's got...
Let's start with the chocolate first.
Moderation.
All things in moderation.
Have you just blocked that out?
Yeah. He's not getting in my head.
But then, you know, as Oscar Wilde said, never take moderation to excess.
Precisely.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Be calm when you eat, you say. Be calm.
Be calm, yeah, that's right. Get yourself calm before you actually eat.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Some tin tuna right now.
No, disgusting. When I lived with my sister, I wouldn't have it in the house. My kids have never eaten tin tuna. They don't even know it exists.
I like tin tuna with a little bit of vinegar and pepper.
Disgusting.
Lovely. You don't even need to take it out of the can.
I can't... I can... Somebody opens a tin of tuna near me, I can smell it from a mile off. I know it, that first of air.
The good thing is... the good thing is now that they're nowhere near you anyway.
Exactly. Be grateful of that.